We saw already quite a few question words in Turkish, words that we ask questions with. For example, what was the word for what?
Ne.
Ne. And the word for why or from what?
Neden.
Neden. We saw the word for how, as in how are you?
Nasıl.
Nasıl. We saw the word for where, or the words for where. So when we say where and we mean to what place, how is it?
Nereye.
Nereye, good. And at or in what place?
Nerede.
Nerede or nerede, good. And from what place, from where?
Nereden.
Nereden or nereden. We saw the word for when.
Ne zaman.
Ne zaman, good. So when we have a question word, as we've seen, we don't need to change anything in the sentence in order to make a question. İstiyorsun, you want. Ne istiyorsun? What do you want? But when we don't have a question word in Turkish, we have what we can call a spoken question mark. We only use it where we don't have a question word. We have a spoken question mark. We can experience this in its most basic form with the kind of questions like when we say yesterday, and that's a question. So, for example, maybe I tell you I did it yesterday, and you say yesterday, that's a question, no?
Mm-hmm.
In Turkish, you will say dün mü? So the question particle here that we've just seen is mü, mu with the two dots. I'm calling it a particle rather than an ending because it's written as a separate word. So this mu on dün mü is written as a separate word, although it's still harmonizing. In a similar way, if you were to ask the one word question, me, I, you could say ben mi. So what other versions of this question particle might you expect?
Mu. Mu. Ve.
That's it. We have me, and then without the dot on the I, m, and then we have mu, and then the u with the two dots, mu. Mi, me, mu, mu. Very good. So, what is the word for not?
Dil.
Dil, with a long vowel. With a short vowel, it means tongue or language. Actually, there was an article about language transfer in Turkey, and they translated it as tongue transplant with this word, dil. So, if you wanted to say isn't it, how are you going to do that? Isn't it? So it's just dil as a question.
Değil mi?
Dil mi? Good. You will hear this in Turkish, isn't it? Dil mi? So maybe I'd tell you Mustafa geldi. Mustafa geldi. And maybe you would be like, Mustafa? You would just ask for that feedback, that confirmation. How would you do that?
Mustafa mı?
Good. Mustafa mı? Very good. So we can experience it in its most basic form in this way. Also with the words var and yok, which are useful. Var in Turkish means there is, and yok means there isn't. Var might actually be from vermek, to give. German makes there is in this way, using the verb to give. So var for there is might be from vermek. And then we have yok for there isn't. And yok is also used like no. Are you coming? Yok, no. So if you want to say is there something, you will say var
Var mı?
var mı? Isn't there? Using yok.
Yok mu?
Yok mu with the u. Very good. Yok mu.